All right. Hi, Sarah. How are you doing today?
Hey, I'm doing okay. How are you?
I'm good. So my name's Matt and I'll be doing your session today. I just want to let you know everything you say here is confidential. It's private. We won't release your information. The only time confidentiality would have to be broken is if you said you wanted to hurt yourself or somebody else. So you like to go by Sarah, correct?
Yeah,
And how old are you?
I'm 25.
25. And what are your pronouns?
She, her.
She, her. What is your race or ethnicity?
I identify as white.
Okay. And your gender identity?
I'm female.
Female. And what is your primary language?
English.
English. And do you work? Are you in school?
Yeah, I work. For about 3 years, I've been a fifth grade elementary school teacher. So,
Okay.
yeah, it was my first job out of college.
And how has that been going?
I really enjoy teaching. I found a passion for it when I was, going into school. So I've liked it. It's been good. I like the school I'm at, so I'm happy that
Yeah.
I've been able to stay there.
Well, that's good to hear. Do you feel like supported by the staff and everybody?
Yeah, I do. I think that's one of the things that keeps me uninterested in looking for a different school because the principal's really nice and I like my coworkers.
Well, that's good. What is your relationship status?
I have a boyfriend. His name's John.
How long have y'all been together?
We've been together for 5 years actually.
5 years. Wow. And then what's like your household composition? Who all do you live with?
So I have a daughter. She's 3 years old, and her father is my boyfriend, John. So we all live together in a apartment. Um, it's actually just a one bedroom studio apartment. So we gave my daughter Macy the room, and we kind of just sleep in the living room.
Okay. What does John do for work, if you don't mind me asking?
So John is also a teacher. He actually works at the same school as me too.
Okay. It's awesome.
Yeah.
So, sorry.
It's okay.
How would you describe the reason you're seeking services at this time?
Well, so after the birth of my daughter, I kind of experienced some like feelings of sadness and I kind of like isolated myself a little bit from like friends and family. But like I've experienced those things on and off for the past couple years, but um in the past 6 months, I feel like I've just been really down and like tired most days, and I'm having a hard time like balancing my responsibilities. And then also my boyfriend cheated on me 6 months ago too, so I feel like that kind of like triggered something in me where it's just kind of put me on a downhill path of like negativity. So,
Yeah, that's completely understandable. I could see how all those things added up could become a lot.
yeah.
So you said this all started around when you gave birth, and then the past 6 months have just been especially hard.
Yeah, like after I gave birth, I'd say it was kind of, just a hard spot to be in. So like there was times that I felt like this, but now in the past 6 months, it's like more consistent where like every day I feel like I'm feeling like this.
Oh, okay. Has there been anything you've done to address it before now, before you come to seek services?
No, I've never like seen a counselor or anything before.
Mhm.
Like I used to try to do some yoga and stuff just to like have mindfulness in my life, but
Mhm.
I haven't really had time to do that recently. So,
Okay. So, what do you hope to get out of the services here?
honestly, I feel like I just want to stop feeling so overwhelmed. Like I kind of want to learn how to improve my mood, and then also like, I have my daughter, so I want to be a stable mother for her. Excuse me. And also like just feel more confident in my role as like a mother and a teacher and a girlfriend, and I just want to have a happy environment for my daughter.
Yeah. Well, it sounds like you're already making a really good step to keep that going. So,
Yeah.
so besides just feeling like down, you said, has there been any changes in your sleep, appetite, energy?
Yeah, I've lost like some weight in the past couple months, not intentionally. I just feel like I'm so busy that I forget to eat sometimes, honestly. I'm worrying about, my daughter and husband or boyfriend making sure that they're good. So like I think I kind of forget about myself sometimes, but it's not really that I'm not hungry. I just kind of forget. And then like my sleeping has been okay, but I'm up late sometimes just cleaning the house and stuff once my daughter goes to bed.
Um, do you feel like you get support from your boyfriend with like household duties?
Um, no. This we've actually kind of been fighting a lot recently because he has been telling me that his financials are going towards saving up for a ring for me to propose or for him to propose, but that leaves me paying like our rent, and we also own like one car, and it's my car, but like he uses it too. So I take on the burden of a lot of the financials. The only thing he really pays for is like our utilities and sometimes groceries. So it's been kind of frustrating.
Absolutely. I could definitely understand that.
Yeah.
Before the birth of your daughter, have you had any experiences with anxiety, depression, trauma, or anything like mental health related?
No, not really. I would say that like growing up and in high school and everything, was pretty content. But yeah.
Have you ever received a mental health diagnosis? From what you were saying, it sounds like you might have had some postpartum depression going on, or
Yeah, I definitely think that that could have been the case, but I didn't ever seek out any kind of help. It just kind of seemed
Mhm.
like like how I was feeling subsided after a while, so I never really did anything for it.
Okay. And how do you typically cope with stress?
Well, like I said, I used to do the yoga, but honestly, as of recently, it feels like I haven't even had time to cope with the stress, so it kind of just feels like every day is like the same stressful feelings, and then like I'm not really addressing it. So I guess that's kind of something that I'd like to work on.
Have you ever had thoughts of self-harm or suicide?
No, I wouldn't say that I've ever thought about that, especially with my daughter. I want to be there for her.
Okay. And so this section is gonna discuss substance use. Like I said, everything is confidential. Do you currently use alcohol, tobacco, or other substances?
I will drink sometimes, like I'll have a glass of wine or something, but only maybe like once a week or something like that, just to kind of relax.
So you
Uh,
would say like about a glass of wine once a week.
yeah, maybe like once or twice a week, but
Mhm.
like when I was in college, like before I got pregnant and stuff, I was a big drinker, like socially, but I kind
Mhm.
of let that. life behind after I got pregnant and yeah.
Have you or anyone in your life ever been concerned about your substance use?
No, I
Mhm.
wouldn't say that.
Um, so I'm assuming, correct me if I'm wrong, you've never received treatment for substance use.
No, I haven't. My boyfriend though, he's been to rehab before because he used to have a problem with cocaine, but he's been 3 years sober now. Same thing, like since the birth of our daughter, he hasn't.
Um, do you have any current medical conditions or physical health concerns?
No, I don't. The only thing that I really take is like birth control now, and yeah, that's about it. My birth and everything went well, so yeah.
Are you taking any medications besides birth control regularly?
No, I'm not.
Okay. And would you say experience chronic pain or fatigue?
I wouldn't say that, but I would say that I feel tired every single day. Like I feel like I can never catch a break of
Mhm.
like waking up and feeling well rested.
Okay. Um, who would you consider part of your support system?
So my sister actually watches my daughter every day. We pay her like a little bit and stuff, but my sister, she's younger, she's 21. She's in her last year of getting her degree in college, so her online classes kind of allow her to watch my daughter while my boyfriend and I are working. So I'm really close with her. I haven't talked to my parents in a couple months. When I got pregnant and was finishing up with school and stuff, they weren't very supportive of me in like an emotional or a financial way, which like really hurt our relationship. So, um, that's kind of like strained now.
Would you say that relationship something you'd want to like work on and like repair, or are there just too many other things on your plate you kind of want to take care of?
Yeah, I think like eventually that's something I'd want to get to. It's probably not like on the front
Hmm.
of my worries, but they reach out a lot and they do want to have a relationship with like my daughter and with me. So, like when they reach out, I just don't really ever have the energy to respond or deal with it right now. So maybe like if I'm feeling better, that can be something to work on.
And were they the ones who raised you?
Yeah, yeah, my parents have always been together and raised my sister and I.
And what was your upbringing like with them?
My upbringing was really good. My parents were people who always kind of like cared about their image to everyone else. So like we were never really at a lack of like things that we wanted and stuff. Like they always made sure to like get us the new clothes that we wanted and everything. But I wouldn't say that I was ever particularly like super bonded with them. Like I felt like a lot of things were kind of superficial.
Um, how with your sister, has there ever been any major conflicts or anything with her?
Um, Nothing past like normal sister silly fights. She like her and I have always been there for each other, so
Mm,
no, I'm really happy to have her in my life and yeah.
okay. And are there any other major conflicts or separations or losses in your relationships?
No, but I would say that I've been having a really hard time like trusting my boyfriend after he cheated on me. So like that's kind of been the start of a lot of conflict for us is like, I am maybe being kind of overbearing sometimes just because I don't trust him right now. So like I don't know. I'll like ask him questions like where he was if he gets home from work like late and stuff, if we're not like leaving at the same time and he takes a long time to get home. There's just like a lot of trust issues that I have with him now.
That totally makes sense. I can definitely understand that. Was this like an ongoing thing? Like when he cheated, was it an isolated incident? Was it many
Um,
girls?
so he claims that it was like an isolated incident. I had actually found out from the girl like finding my social media and texting me. So um I didn't really want to ask any questions. I felt very like defeated in that moment and
Mhm.
I think it's just hard because he is the father of my daughter and we've been together for so long. I want to be like a solid family for her. But it's been really hard to move past, and I don't know that I fully have moved past it yet.
Okay. Are there aspects of your culture or background that would be important for me to know? Like, are you religious or anything like that?
My family, they raised us to be Catholic, but it's not really something that I currently practice. I like believe in God and stuff, but I don't really like have any desire to like attend church every Sunday or anything like that.
Would you say your belief in God kind of shapes how you understand your problems or see your strengths?
Um, Not really, but I will say that like in times where I've gotten like super, super upset, like I have like leaned on prayer before, but it's kind of like a like last desperation, like when I feel really like helpless or yeah.
All right. So what would you say your personal strengths are?
Um, I have a really strong like work ethic, like even with how I've been feeling and everything, I've still been going to work every day and like putting my what I feel like I can do, like my best foot forward for like the kids at school and everything. So that's definitely one. Um, and then like I'd say another strength is that like I really do want things to get better. So like I have a strong motivation for like counseling to help me and like I'm willing to have an open mind to like solutions that you suggest and stuff. So yeah.
Alrighty. What generally helps you get through hard times?
Um, I would say like spending time with my sister and my daughter because like they're like the two people that mean the most to me. So hanging out with them and like just kind of getting my mind off things for even a little bit if we're like doing something fun.
And what's worked for you in the past to get over anxiety and everything?
Um, I would say that like there's been times where I have kind of tried to like wake up every morning with a positive mindset and like remind myself that. And then like definitely doing like the yoga and stuff. Um, and like taking walks, like doing things that kind of can get my mind off of what is either like worrying me or making me upset and stuff. Like that's kind of when I feel like moments of relief and stuff.
Oh, okay. So are there any community or institutional resources that you trust or rely on?
There's not, but financially, things have been kind of hard too. So, like, by the end of the month, like, usually, like, I feel like I'm scraping together the pennies of my paycheck. And, like, if my daughter wants something else, it can be hard. Or, like, groceries sometimes have been kind of a worry. So, I don't know if maybe there is some kind of, like, community help or, like, government help or something like, that could help us. I don't know if that's something that you can help me with finding, but
Yeah, we can definitely get you hooked up with some resources, locally and government ones, to help you with that.
okay.
How's the, you said feeling down in the past 6 months? How's that affected work? I know you said you've been really trying hard to put your best foot forward and everything.
I would say that it's mostly affected work through like me like not feeling motivated to go. Like even though I am still going feels a lot more challenging and like it kind of becomes frustrating for me because teaching has always been something that I've been really excited to go and do every day. So like for it to become something that I'm not interested in or like just not feeling as great about going to and stuff has been really hard.
Yeah, I could imagine that would be really hard. Especially when something usually brings us a lot of joy and whatnot. Have you had any changes in like concentration, memory, or decision making?
Um, no, I wouldn't say that I've had any problems with that. I feel like I'm still pretty sharp with everything.
And would you say you feel like you're still able to meet your responsibilities?
Mm, I would say that that's something that I definitely feel like I'm struggling with, like between school and parenting and like taking care of myself and taking care of my relationship. It like feels like I'm doing all of them, but that I'm not doing all of them like good or like in the way that I would want to be.
Alrighty. Do you feel safe at home and in your relationship?
Yeah, I feel safe, but I do kind of worry that like if I lost my job and like my relationship that I would kind of end up with like nothing. Like I wouldn't be able to afford my rent if I didn't have my job and stuff, which kind of makes me nervous, especially considering I have my daughter and everything.
Yeah, I could imagine that feeling really scary. Um, is there any situations right now that feel dangerous or unsafe to you?
No, I feel safe.
And have you ever been involved in the criminal legal system?
In college, I had gotten a DUI my freshman year. Um, I was just like driving friends back from a party. It was a stupid mistake, so I had to deal with the impact of that though, which was really challenging, but
Mm.
it taught me a good lesson. So there's that.
Um, so just we kind of got through our assessment here. I'm gonna go look through this one more time. So, yeah, I just kind of want to discuss different things you think would like help improve your mood and everything, and like what kind of angle you want to go at it with. Like, do you think like trying new things, like implementing new activities could be a good change, and
Yeah,
help boost your mood?
I think that maybe like finding, yeah, maybe some like skills or something that I can use in moments when I'm like feeling really down. Because like sometimes when I get in that like persistently like sad mood, I can like find it really hard to dig myself out. So like maybe finding some ways that
Hmm.
I could help get myself out of that.
All right, all right.
And then
Wow.
also like the financial thing is something I definitely want to kind of get some help with here.
So like get you connected with some services, resources in the community. Yeah, that all sounds like a really good starting point, I believe. Is there anything else you would want me to know, that or haven't been able to cover with you?
Another thing that I kind of do is like isolate myself. Like I don't really want to tell other people my problems. So like my sister and like I have like two best friends from college and like they don't really know the extent of like what's been happening with me or like with my relationship with John cheating and stuff. So like maybe maybe we could talk about like how I can kind of express myself better because like, I feel like it's easy to do with a stranger like now, but when it comes to telling my like family and friends, I really struggle.
That's really honest and really insightful. And I really appreciate everything you shared with me through this session. So, do you want to schedule a follow-up so we can get things going? Do you think this would be something that's helpful for you?
Yeah, I already am starting to feel a little bit better just kind of getting some stuff off my chest. So I definitely would like to
Awesome.
continue.
Well, sounds good. Our front desk lady can get you scheduled up and everything.
Okay, thank you.
Absolutely. I hope you have a great rest of your evening.
Thanks, you too.
Thanks.